my thing is I believe in people before politics.
Right.
I don't want to be legislating to the community from an ivory tower up at City Hall. I'm somebody that moves around, that
Mhm.
sits down just like this. I always said as a city commissioner, I said, man, if you want to compliment me or you want to cuss at me, you can do it to my face because I'm going to be right here.
Mhm.
You're going to be able to do it right here and go, dang it, John, I love you. Or dang it,
Mhm.
John, I hate you. That was a bad decision. But you could do it because I was going to be, I wanted to be this close to the people. And I always wanted to. Even when I was a city commissioner, I wanted to have my finger on the pulse of the community
Okay.
so that I knew what people's needs were. And that's why when I'm knocking on doors and when I talk about our plan and our vision,
Mhm.
talking about economic development, jobs, talking about infrastructure, roads and drainage, talking about public safety, I believe these are issues that are important for us. And so I want to keep moving on those. I think something that we're going to see different,
Big
uh,
changes.
big change. Well, I think it's going to help our police department. I think it's going to help the community, even with homelessness, is
Uh-huh.
the behavioral health conversation. There's homelessness, there's people struggling with behavioral health and addictions. A month ago, I went to Miami to
Mhm.
study the Miami, what they call the Miami model, and it's a model of handling behavioral health. So what that means is, um, and let me take a step back. In last year, before I left the county commission, we committed $30 million to build a new facility.
Oh man.
And so right now we're in the middle of that study. I got a text on it today. Um, and what we need is a place where people can go who are dealing with addictions.
Oh yes.
Um, some things where police show up, some crime scenes or places they get called out to, they don't require them to get arrested.
Mhm.
Sometimes they don't. They just need someone to come out and go, "Hey, Frank, how you doing? You got a place to stay for the night? Can you
Mhm.
stay with your sister? Hey, man, have you already taken your medicine? Everything okay? You had a rough day? Maybe you got a divorce or a fight with his family. Hey, is it all right?" And so, a behavioral health facility that could help with addiction or struggles, but something we also need a community response team. The
Mhm.
momentum's already started on this. People that are trained in de-escalation. There's training for this in Albuquerque, where they can show up on a scene not with all the flashing lights, not any guns or anything, but can come in and say, "Hey, let's
Yes.
bring it down. What can we do?" They don't. Not everybody needs to go to jail. Now, the criminals, rapists, arsonists, yeah, they
Yes,
need to
for
go to
sure.
jail. If you're stealing, absolutely. But there's some things that don't. And if
Mhm.
we have a team that goes out
Mhm.
that can get him to a better situation or get him help or get him to a behavioral health facility,
Right.
then we don't have to have a police officer out there.
Mhm.
And that saves police officers. They can actually go to the more serious calls that require a gun and a badge,
Mhm.
and it actually gets people the help they need. We don't always need to get people in the revolving door of the justice system
That,
or in the prison system.
that's
And
awesome
so,
that you say that because I don't even think I could recall of any place in Hobbs that does help people with addiction.
mhm,
I know there's places you could go for domestic violence and stuff like that, but
mhm,
there's really nowhere to go if you're coming down on fentanyl or
mhm,
um, you're just addicted all the way around. I'm glad you
you're right.
brought that up because I don't think there's anything like that here.
I don't think so either. And it's going to take a lot of work. It's going to take a lot of collaboration. But I think that we can work with the county. I think we can get some of these things done. And honestly, we're spending the money anyway. So I would rather spend the taxpayer dollars in a better way
Uh-huh.
to get people help, to show them compassion, get them help, than just paying for their time at the in the detention facility. So I think it's something that shows a lot of promise. We'll have to continue working on it.
Right. Another thing I wanted to ask you too. The- I don't know how much influence the mayor has on certain things, but
Hmm.
it seems like the dog pound is like over flooded. It's over too
It
much
is.
dogs, and
It is.
I had these kittens living under my house recently,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
we called up there to be like, hey, we got these kittens, and we don't know what to do with them. Can you come get them? And they told us that they were full, and there's nothing they could do. Are y'all planning on making a new facility or anything, or what's going on?
Here's what I think needs to happen. We need to renovate the one we have
Uh
for
huh.
sure, because there's something with stuff with the plumbing and the AC we need to fix. When we finished building that back in like 2008, 2009,
Mhm.
it met the needs of the community at the time. An adoption facility, we passed new laws for it. I think we need another facility probably next door to it. I don't care where it is, but we need one that's bigger, that is more focused on adoption and getting those healthy animals to where they need to be, that'll provide more space, and where the old facility is more focused on euthanasia or the spay and neuter program, or even taking care of the sick animals. So I think that would be a better use of our dollars, and it gives us more space. We've grown so much as a community. We need the space. We need to be able to get animals off the streets,
Yes.
and it's Superintendent Silva and her team, Misty. They do a great job over there, but they've outgrown that facility for the size of Hobbs, and we
Yes.
do we do need more space for sure.
Yeah. And I heard similar stories from different people as well that they call up to the dog pound and they can't get no help or anything because it's just too full.
Yep, and it's a tough job because they put down probably 30 to 35 animals a month,
Mhm.
and that's a tough thing to do.
Mhm.
Like I don't have a dog or a cat, but I love animals. Man, I have kids at home. I'm so busy taking care of my kids. I don't have the time or energy to take care of a dog. But I have a lot of friends that do, and it's a tough thing. People that go to work there love animals,
Mhm.
but sometimes the most humane thing to do for a dog that is super sick or could be a problem for kids in the community is
Mhm.
that they have to put them down. They have to use euthanasia. They have to euthanize them, put them to sleep, and that's you do 30 or 35 of those. That's tough, and I think that we need to provide some emotional support for the staff there.
Mhm.
I saw them put down one dog back in 2009.
Uh-huh.
Assistant Chief, Deputy Chief Ernie Wheeler did it,
Right.
and I never forgot it. That's tough. And to put 30 or 35 dogs down a month, that's a tough deal, man.
Yes.
And so staff needs our support. We do need more space so that we give these animals a better shot at getting adopted for sure.
Yes.
And then, people always say, well, can you get them driven off, drive them off to Colorado or Arizona or other places, these animals?
Mhm.
Yes, but you only go with what they want. If they need certain dogs, they'll see what you have and they'll say, we'll take those. They're not going to take all the dogs. And it's only specific ones they'll take at times.
Yes.
But that is an important issue for sure.